Been on third, Ironton, Ohio. Oh, O-H-I-O. What is up, YouTube and Facebook? Now, I'm going to talk about the day I went to court, over the false damn report that the Blankenship brothers and K9 Jordan put out on me. When I went to court, and I remember this is before I got that paperwork in the mail. This is before I went to court, told the judge everything, told them that they're corrupt cops, that they shouldn't be trusted, this and that. And of course, it really didn't help anything, but at least the judge did let me talk my shit. He did let me talk my shit because, there ain't no shutting me up. Like there ain't no shutting me up. Once I get going, there's no shutting me up. But anyways, when I was in court, there was people listening to my court. So after court, I told them every damn thing. I told them about, Blankenship, about why didn't McKnight get in any trouble? Even though McKnight didn't have nothing to do with filing a report on me, but he still corrupt cops. So I was like, why didn't McKnight get in any trouble? Because he was dealing with stuff with Bradley, half an Ironton knows, that shit really went on. And I was telling him about Bradley, being corrupt, about Brandon being a corrupt captain. I don't even know how he's a captain. I mean, he got bumped up after, all this shit happened. Like I said, he got rewarded after all this shit happened. But anyways, I got done with court, went and paid some of my damn ticket because I had to pay in my ticket. Not this thing. This is before I got that paperwork, because if I would have had that paperwork when I went in that courtroom, man, I probably would have beat the case, because they would have been like, man, they can't write false reports. But that's what they did. They waited until I got out of court. A couple days later, I got that letter in the mail saying that bullshit, saying them lies that them boys in blue put on me. That's trusted. But anyways, in the middle of me doing that, some dude walked up to me and said, dude, you got it spot on. I'm not saying no names, but he's like, you got it spot on when it comes, when you start talking about McKnight and Bradley, you got it spot on. I live by there. And I used to live by there. And when they was there, when Bradley was staying with McKnight, they was doing dope, and there was traffic left and right. But the traffic usually came at nighttime. The traffic usually came at nighttime. He said he used to sit on his porch. I'm not saying what house or where, but he said he used to sit on his porch and see traffic in and out of the house. And he's like, man, they're getting everyone else, but in reality, they are the dealers. They're getting everyone else. Man, they was getting everyone else, but they was really the dealers. I mean, it's so funny when I sit back and I see them get people, because I'm like, man, they're dealers too. When they was doing something, because the traffic is left and right. He said, I used to sit in this watch all day. All night long. I used to sit there and just be like, shake my head. Two police officers living together, doing something. There wasn't this one car, there wasn't two cars, there wasn't three cars, there was about 5 cars pulling in and out each night, And it's so crazy, because that's what he's saying. He was like, the police are getting people for dealing dope, and they're the dealers themselves. They're getting people for dealing dope, but they're the dealers themselves, talking about how Ironton's so blind to everything, talking about telling me to keep going, but to watch out, to watch my back, because I talk about what people were too scared to talk about, is what he said. But he encouraged me, shook my hand. He's like, you're right on, dude. Like you are right on. You're this close. You're real close. It just no one listens to anything around here, especially the government. They don't listen. They're blind to the fact they're boys in blue. They're never getting trouble. They're boys in blue. They're boys in blue. They're perfect. They don't do nothing. They're the ones taking the drugs off the street. Yeah, taking the drugs off the street, my ass, and putting it right in their pocket. where they was, because they're not doing it now. They're so nice now. They're nice. They pull people over and they let them go. They pull people over and they let them go. And no wonder, because the pressure got to them, and they know if they fuck up one more time, it's over for them. Or it might be over for them. I don't know. Kind of chief that we got right now. I mean, it looks like he ain't doing shit. It looks like he lets the youngins run all over top of him. Let the youngins just do what they want. Oh, we can do this. We can do that. I can do this, and we can do that. Let's go pull over this one and see what he's up to. But let him go and be all nice to him and let him go. That's how they are. Of course, Jordan's gonna be nice to people now. Of course, McKnight's gonna be nice to people now. Of course, Blankenship's gonna be nice to people now, because they know people's watching them. Because they know people is watching them. They know they are getting watched. And it only takes one fuck up to lose their career. It only takes one person catching one thing on camera to lose their career. But I don't know. Like I said, there's shit that's on that camera, that's on those videos, that should have made them lose their career. But you see it. They get to drive their cruiser home every night. Or Blankenship does. I don't know about the other ones, but Blankenship just lives like a block away, you know, and it's so crazy, because every night he makes sure he passes out. Every night he makes sure he passes, you know, every night. I mean, if they're not passing on 5th Street, they're either sitting down on Orange Street. Like if you pull up to IPD, if you pull up to the police station and they're not there, well, all you guys gotta do is pull up on not on 9th Street, pull up on Orange Street, and they'll be right here. Pull up on Orange Street, right by where the gate is. You know, the gate used where the water floods, and they open the gate up right there. They be backed up. Like I said, sometimes they're backed up so close to that, they're gonna fucking have fumes come in their car and pass themselves out, because, you know, they back up to the trees and stuff real close. That's what they're going to do. They're going to back their tailpipe up to a tree, and you know, all the fumes are going to get to them, and they're going to be in the cruiser fucking passed out one of these days. I mean the way they back up and try to hide from people. I mean, one time we seen a skateboard, you know, where they used to dump stuff out on 1 Street by, you know, the park. Well, the park where they used to dump stuff, where they don't dump stuff there now because people took advantage of it, and you know, are so stupid, don't know how to follow the rules, and likes to trash everything. So, you know, Ironton had to take that out. But anyways, the skateboard was back right in there, and you really could not see him both ways. So if you're watching this video and you're from Ironton, watch what you do, especially when you're riding on this long street. Watch out, because they usually have a skateboard backed up somewhere where you can't see them, or they usually have IPD right there. Right there, IPD is usually high. Well, it's been on 3rd. Ironton Press. Be back again. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want. But Ironton's still corrupt. We out.